Start recording. Puzzle Rush. 7 chess puzzles, day 26. Okay, Ali, the highest person has solved 57 puzzles, and the 50th person has solved 43 puzzles. How about daily? Daily, someone has solved 68 puzzles, and the 50th person has solved only 49 puzzles. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we under check. So how do you respond to this check? If we go to the corner, they give a check there, we come back. So I think the big idea in this position is to try to run over to the queen side. So I should go like this. This is checkmate in one. I think there's a name for this mate. What is its name? I can't remember it, but this is checkmate in one. This is where you checkmate with the bishops. This is checkmate in one. This is checkmate in how many moves? 1, 2. Checkmate in 3 moves. Oh, this is the thing that I keep talking about, the illusion of defense. It looks like this guy is protected by the pawn, but the pawn is not protecting anything because the pawn can't capture, it's pinned. So my knight can simply jump in there. This is checkmate in one. This I think is checkmate in one. There. Now this is another checkmate in one. And this is checkmate in one. The knight just retreats and the king is out of moves. I think the other rook comes in, check and mate, because the king can move, they can't block, and they can't capture the rook. Also, this Nini has a name. The checkmate where you use the knight and the rook. Check. The knight is doing a wonderful job. It will be supporting the rook, and will also cover. It's also covering E1 square. So, mate. What happens after I give this check? The king can move there. The king can move. The king can move there, and they can't block either. So that's mate. What's the material count? Both sides have 2 rooks, both sides have a queen, and both sides have a minor piece. Black has 5 pawns while white has 6 pawns. Okay, my first idea is to simply grab. After I grab, the rook takes. I check. The queen takes. I grab the pawn with the check, and I'm hitting the king, and I'm also hitting the rook on the corner. So even if they try to block, I simply take with check, and I don't worry about the bank rank weakness. So check with check, check with the check. And if I play there, that's mate. The queen will cover this entire line. It will cover that square, and they can't block. They can't do anything about it. What happens if now they are threatening checkmate in one? So if I play a move that's not a check, I'm done. So I have to put that into account. So what happens if I play this check? The king can move there because the knight is controlling that square, so they have to move there, and the knight jumps in. Check, and that's mate. So check. We grab the pawn with check. The king moves to the corner. How do we continue? Okay, we give another check there. The king moves there. We give another check there. Okay, let's first get there. So, check. Then why am I doing all those shenanigans? Well, I can just play there and that's it. Why am I overthinking when I shouldn't be overthinking? Don't overthink these things. These things are not that hard. So I take with a check, I hit the king and I hit the rook on the corner. So I think that's it. Take, check, we win material. What's their biggest threat in this position? What if they take that? They take there, they give a check. That does not amount to anything. I can simply play there. And after I play there, now I'm supporting this pawn. Next move, I'm going to queen it. And they are like, nope, you're not going to queen it yet. And I can't queen because that's why it's controlled by two pieces. So what do? I remove one of the pieces, and now I give a check, and now I queen. And I win material. I think this is relatively simple. What happens after I take the queen? But if I take the queen, the bishop can simply take. Okay. And if the bishop takes, I take the rook on the corner, I win material. And if I take, it's simple. And what's the material count? Both sides have two rooks, both sides have two bishops, and both sides have a queen, so the material is even. So at the end of the line, I'm going to win. I'm going to win material. Endgames are very tricky. What happens if I push this pawn? I just push it. And if they move there to stop it, I push it again. So here's my big idea. Push. I come behind it. I push. What do they do? Let's say they push their pawn and give a check, and now I'm supporting it. And if I push, is there a way that they can stop it? If they come there, I simply push. If I push and they go back, I simply push. There's nothing they can do about it. They had to do that. They had to give up the pawn. The rook, sorry. I would love to give this check, but there's a problem. This knight is not defended, so they can simply grab it. So what can I do? What can I do? And by the way, what's the material count? Black has a rook and two minor pieces, and so black is up material because we have two minor pieces for the price of a rook, and we are also threatening to take this rook next, but we can't take it immediately. We can play an in-between move, play their check, and where will the king go? The king can go there, so the rook will be safe, and have to simply grab the other rook. I think this position is relatively simple. I just need to go whoosh, whoosh. That's it. And after I play there, They can't capture the pawn because that will simply checkmate. So after that, what can they do, really? Okay, they can play there to give a check, and after that check, I simply come back there, and that's it. Okay, they check, and I promote. I think this will be made in like how many moves? Can I see it? Check one, the rook blocks. Give a check with the other rook. The king moves to the corner. That's 3. So checkmate in 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, checkmate in 3. Okay. This position, white is up a queen for a knight. Okay. And they have just played a move that is attacking both of our pieces. This one is under attack, this one is under attack. Okay, and if I take, they take, and now they have a winning endgame. So I can't afford to lose even one of the pieces. My only chance is with both of them. Okay, what happens if I play their check? The king moves there. And what if I start with this move? Check. Because I just want a situation where I can play my bishop there and the queen is there. I feel like I'm overthinking again. This position isn't supposed to be this hard. Shank. Because my other idea was to play it there. But they don't have to capture. That's the issue, they don't have to. What happens if I play there? Check. The king simply plays there. Check. Again, I'm overthinking. I just need the king to come there so that I can grab there with the check and I win the queen. So I'm not giving up in material, just give a check there. Check. The king has only one legal move, they move there and they take. And that's it. Give a check. If the king moves back, that will lead to mate. If they block, blocking does not make any difference. And what if they play there? They play there, we again give a check there. Shank. black is up a bishop. But white has a superior position. Okay. What happens if I play there? Now I'm threatening checkmate on the next move. What can they do? The queen has to play there. And I simply not play the check, play blubber, so that's it. I simply play there. I think we just need to deflect this rook, because if our rook can get there, that's checkmate. The only issue is that if we go there immediately, the rook will simply capture, but we can play the check. And where can the king go? The king can go there, the king can go there, the king can go there, so they have to check. So, check mate, that's checkmate by the way. Check. If they go like that, check and you simply sacrifice the queen, and that's it. Okay. Check. The king has only one Lego move. I'll play there. The bishop comes back with a check. What can they do? They push this pawn twice and they simply grab it. What do we make of this position? What do we make of this position? Come over and sit with him. Yes, he wants you to stay close to him. How many checks can I give in this position? And give check, that's check number one. If I give a check there, the king escapes there. Okay, and what if I give a check there? Where will the king go? The only one move is to block, and we simply take. That's it, that's it. There, our queen is under attack, and our rook is also under attack. And okay. What if we ignore this threat and we take? I take. We allow them to take our queen. The good thing is that that move does not come with check. And next to give a check there. The king moves forward. Give another check there. The king moves forward. The rook comes over with a check. The king has only one leg move. We move there and we push this pawn. And what if after I take? If they give a check there. Let's first get them. The rook retreats. Now we attack the queen. Okay, how many options do we have? When you're under check, you can do you can do three things. You can move, you can block, or you can capture. So let's use elimination. We can't capture. So the other option is to move. But if I move, now I'm giving them a chance to give me countless checks, because next they're going to take the queen, and that will come with check. And after that comes with check. Again, I have to move again. Let's say I capture. Now they capture here with a check. I have to move and my knight falls. But if I fall back, now I'm giving them a choice. They can either take the queen and I take back, or they can move. So I think this is a fairly common motive, because this knight is covering the square, so all I need is check. The king takes, I give a check, they block and I take, so that's it. So check, they take. Okay. In this position, I would really love to play there, because I'll be hitting the king, I'll be hitting the queen, and the problem is that the only problem is that this square is protected by the bishop. And what if I play it either way? The bishop takes. How do we continue? I don't see any barred continuation. The only move that makes a bit sense to me is to take, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I play the check and I win the queen. Okay, here. Here we can get greedy and decide to win a piece, but winning the piece does not amount to much. I think the most resilient, the best way to keep fighting, to fight for a win, is to take with check. And now, and we force the king back, and after the king comes back, we go all over, we go all the way. We can't come here because the knight is covering that square, so we play there, and now we go all the way. What happens after I give this check? The king has only one legal move. The king moves forward. And how do we continue? And by there, my queen is under attack. And what happens if I give this check? So I have to calculate the merits and the demerits of both checks to know which one will I start with. So this one, I know, of course, that after that check I'm hitting the king and I'm also hitting the rook, but the problem is I can't take, because if I take, I lose the queen. And what if I start with this check? And now they can't, they can because I can't take, because of it's protected by the knight. But after I give that check, they'll most likely block with the knight, or this knight. So check. Let me assume, what if they block with the queen? I just again go in with another check. Check, and whatever I take, and then I take over the queen. And by the way, what's the material count in this position? Both sides have 2 knights, both sides have a bishop, both sides have 2 rooks, both sides have a queen, so the material is even. White has a 6 pawn, while black has how many pawns? They also have 6 pawns. Okay, so I strongly believe this is the right first move. Okay, we can play there because they can't take because of the pain, so we take advantage of the pain, and now we take, and we take the rook on the queen. What is white doing? Literally, what are they doing? Ah! They are becoming sneaky. My first idea was to grab with the knight, but then I realized the problem is they'll simply take my queen. But the good thing is I can start by picking. And by what's the material count? Both sides of no. Okay, let's see. These bishop and bishop cancel out, and a knight they cancel out, a queen and a queen they cancel out, a rook and a rook they cancel out. Oh, we are an 8 cent up. Okay, so we simply first take. We take first with the queen, and what if they played the I think I can simply even take this pawn, and if they take there, I can simply play there. So I think that's it. I think all I needed to figure out is that I should not take with the knight. So let's do this. No. My queen is not defended, so first I take the queen, and now I take the bishop. I think the tricky part in that position was just understanding who should move first. Okay, here's another tricky endgame. I can push my pawn, but the idea is simply not to play there, and now they're going to support this pawn, and I can't allow that. But the good thing is that the opponent's king is too far away from my first pawn, so that means that I have a time to take a move to play there. And now I'm going to stop them, and if they try to push, I simply take, and this pawn is not going anywhere. But what if after I play there, what if they play there? Now this is becoming tricky. So I play there. The king plays there. So let's do this. I play there and the king plays there. I push. They push with check. I grab this pawn. They push, and now they're going to escort that pawn. So I can't do that either. And what if I simply take? If I take, they push. Whoa, two. Okay, and what if I start with pushing? Push, they push, I push, they queen, I queen. Ooh. Yeah. They play there. Now I push. They push with check. I grab this pawn. Okay, let's do it with different colors so it can be easy to visualize. I play there, the king plays there. After that, now I push, they push with check, I grab this pawn, they push, I push, they queen, and I queen. Whatever I allowed them. Now it's my move, so I push, they play there. I push, they play there. And I queen. And they queen. But I'm the one who is going to queen first. So, and after I queen, now I just come back with a check. Ah, that's it. Now they are going for tricks. I can't allow this to go forward. I have to check it. So now again, I take, they play there, I push, they push with check, and what do I do? Okay, let's first play there. Next they're going to push with check, so I push, okay, I push, check, I don't go back so that it's not another check, I play there, they push, I queen, and after I queen, they queen, but now my queen can come back and it's going to be hitting them. Okay, so. Black to move, end game, end game, end game. Okay. Okay. I push, they push, and I have to visualize at the end of my line I'll be queening with a check. So okay, I push, they push, I push, they push, I queen with a check, and my queen simply comes back. So after I push, they'll most likely try to play there to stop my pawn. And what do I do? Okay, I think I can push again. They play there, I play there. So let's first get there. Yeah, they have decided to go for the pawn race. Chama's contribution, yes, it's 450. If I push right away, the king is going to get there, and after I go there, they're going to stop it. But now I can take a moment to play my king there. And I think I can push. Push. I'll play there. In this position, this queen is white's biggest enemy because it's going to stop the king from escaping. Okay, but you have to be very careful when giving the checks, because my idea is to play their check. The king takes, and after the king takes, I can't give a check there and can't give a check there because both of those squares are covered by the opponent's pieces, so I'll have to give a check there. Check. The king comes back, I give a check there, the king moves there, and now I give a check there, and now that's it. So. Again, this is what I said. Now, if the queen was not on this square, the king would have escaped, but now the king can't escape. Checkmate. Why did they give up the queen? Okay, and they have a threat. They have a threat of queening on the next move. Okay, so let's calculate these. I check the queen. The good thing is that the queen does not come with a check. So after that, my knight simply jumps in there with a check. The rook has to take. I take the rook on the corner. I think that's it. What's up, baby boy? Come. Come and tell me what's the problem. Who's making you angry? Stop crying. Stop it. Tell them to stop it. Young lion. Okay, let's solve some puzzles. What's the material count? Both sides have a queen, both sides have a bishop, and both sides have 2 rooks. So the material is even. The number of pawns, white has 4 pawns, while black has 5 pawns. So black is up a pawn. Okay. In this position, I think what happens if we take, they take, so that's a simple change. But we can take advantage of that. They have not fully developed their pieces, and that now we can play a check there. Check. After that check, what will happen? Go and come with a cup. The king can, if the king moves there, whether this bishop can move, because my idea was I can pin it to win it, but I can't do that because of but I think I just need to see a bit further to see I can do it actually, because check, if they play there, now I capture. I take the rook. What will they do? The queen is under attack. If they take back, I play there, give a check. Stop it. Tell them to stop it. Okay, how do we make it work? Check. And what if they come there? How do we continue? Let there, the king placed him. I take. Okay, okay. Here you go. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. I feel there's something I need to figure out in this position. I'm just not sure what it is. But I strongly believe this is my first one. Only problem is how do we continue? Check the king. They can't block. Blocking is not an option, so they either move there or there. So okay, if they move there, now we take. They take. We play there with the check. But if they block with the bishop, we simply grab the bishop with the check, the queen takes, and you take the rook on the queen. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah. What if I simply castle? If I castle, they can take. I take, and it'll just be a trade. Check. Check. I push the pawn. What if I take immediately? The queen takes back. Now we give a check. Yeah. Okay. I think there's something I've noticed. If I give a check there and they decide to play there, I can simply snatch this pawn with another check, and now I'll be hitting the queen, the king, and I'll be hitting the rook. That means that on the next move I can simply grab the rook. So after I play this check, they can't play there. They can't, so after I play there, they'll most likely play there. Okay, and after they play there, I think I'm simply going to snatch this pawn. And after I snatch that pawn, the queen takes. I play there with a check. Okay, let's first play the first move and see whether it's the right one. Okay, right. In this position, I would really love to play this move, but the bishop can't move, it's bent. Okay, so I feel I'll have to take. Okay, and after I take, what will happen? The queen takes. Now I give a check. So what happens if they push? They can push. If they push, we can then give another check. They move back. Can then give another check, and we are going to combine the. So I think. Now I give a check there. I don't see anything else to do. Now I grab the rook. Okay, which direction are we going to run? And we have to be very cautious. We don't play a move that allows them to grab this pawn. To grab that pawn in such a way that we are going to lose the. Okay, so my first idea, so that means that I can't play there and I can't play there, so that eliminates two moves, and I can't play there either. And I feel that I should be running on this direction. Because this side I'll be too open to so many checks. So let's see. I play there. If I play that move, what will happen? I can decide to play there to give a check. I can give another check there. I'll play there, and I'm going to hide in the corner. Okay. This side I feel it's too dangerous. And even after I play that move, if they grab, I simply move my rook. What happens if we play this knight here? Now we are attacking the queen and we are attacking the bishop. And what happens? What if they they simply snatch a bishop. If they snatch a bishop, we snatch the bishop. Let's snatch our queen, we take, and after all is said and done, I will have lost 2 minor pieces. They will only have lost 1 minor piece. So that's not it. Well, maybe is it? Yeah, it is. What's the variation? I'm not calculating. Just deep enough. Okay. I've drunk all of it. Now go away. See you. I will miss you too. And what if I first take? Now they are forced to take back with the knight, and after that, now I play my knight there. So I take, the knight takes, and I play the knight there. Now I'm taking advantage of the pain, and at the end of the sequence I'm going to win a minor piece. And even if the knight tries to jump there, I'll simply grab it. If it tries to jump there, I'll simply grab it. I think that's it. So take, and now we exploit the pain. Now we exploit the pain. This pawn is not defended. So what happens if I grab it immediately? I just take a pawn, and I'm attacking the queen, and I'm also attacking this pawn. I'm threatening to capture. What will happen? Hi. Can it be this easy? No, there are some things that I need to figure out, because so after I grab the pawn, the king is going to grab them. I'm going to take, they're going to take, and I'm going to take there with the check. So okay, let's calculate slowly. So I take the pawn, I go +1 of material. I take, I go -2. I take, I go +7. I take, I go -2. I take, I go -1. The king moves, I take the rook, I go +4. And what happens if I simply grab it? If I take there, the bishop takes back. And how do we continue? We don't even have to take back with the bishop. After I take, they can take back with the pawn. So that now this pawn is defended. Yeah. Okay. After I take and they take. Okay, let's first play the first move and see whether it's the right one. So that's it. In this position, we don't have to rush to take the queen. How about we simply grab the knight? What happens then? If the queen takes, the rook comes in. My first variation was the right one. Okay. I feel like this queen is running out of squares. So what happens if I attack it then? How will it go? But it can go there. Okay. So it can go there, but it can't go there. 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 And on the other side, it can't go there. It can't go there. It can't go there. But it can go there, or it can't even capture. Okay, so let's calculate this equation. So let's say I push, and they decide to move there. With them there, I push again on the rook. Queen is there. How will it go? And what if after I push this pawn, what if it grabs? What happens then when I play the rook? So, okay. I think we need to force the king to move forward. I think we should push this pawn, give a check, and they take. After they take, how do we continue? Okay, how about this check? That's a check, and it's a skewer. You're also hitting the bishop. But even if we capture the bishop, they will only be equalizing because they are already up a piece. They are up the bishop. Okay, so let's calculate this. Check. The king retreats. Check. The king retreats there. So how do we continue? And also have to pay attention to this threat, because next they're going to take there, and they're going to give a check there, and my rook. I'm going to lose the rook. The queen. Ooh. Habite vehicle. But if by there we play this check, the king can move there, the king can move there, the king can move there, the king can move there. The king has only 2 legal moves, and if they move there, now we can simply jump there with the discovered attack. Okay, so let's calculate this. Check. And even if they move back straight, again we jump there with the discovered attack. I think that's it, although I'm not so sure. I feel like this variation should end in checkpoint. And how many pawns do we have? We have 7 pawns. Well, has only 4. I think if we win a piece, we can have a win in endgame. So let's do this. Check. Okay. We begin there with a check. So let me calculate all the checks and see if we give a check there. The king can simply move back. We can even move backwards, and even if we give a check, there's no continuation. What happens if I give this check? The knight can retreat and block, and that amounts to nothing. Yes. Simply grab. Okay. What happens if I give this check? Where can the king go? The king can go there. 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 So the king is out of move. So this check, the king can move. Can they block? If they block with the bishop, we simply snatch it. So the other move is to block with the bishop. We take the bishop with a check, and again the king is out of moves, so they have to block and we take. So I think that's it. Where can this queen play? This queen can't play there. Yes, that square looks like it's defended, but in reality there's a problem because I can simply snatch it and I snatch the rook. And by the way, what's the material count? Both sides have a queen, both sides have a rook. So queen, rook. Oh, but white has 2 minor pieces, 2 knights for a rook, so they are slightly better. Okay. But I'm saying if they come here, I'm simply going to snatch it. And after they take, now I'm going to take. And after that, now I'll have 2 rooks versus 2 knights. And I think that I'm better. So what happens after I play there? Where will the queen go? The queen can play there. Okay. So after I move there, the queen can play there. The queen can can come there, it can come there. But by that it can give a check here. Give a check. So they simply play there with check. Now they are running away. And what if I push this pawn? If they take, I simply take and I win a piece. And if after I push, what can they do? Now this is different because now if they play there, now I simply play there. Yes, I think that's it. Now the rook comes. What are they going to do? simply take. If I move the queen, I give them an escape. But if I take and they take, I can simply take back. I think that's it. Yes. That was it. That was it. What happens after I give this check? The king, they can't block, they can't capture, they have to move. And there's only one Lego move. These are the kind of position I like, because you don't have to calculate so much. After that, they have to move there. Okay, after they move there, I think now the knight comes in with another check. Check. If they take, we take, and we are going to win. For the price of 2 minor pieces, I'm going to win the queen and then the rook, so they can't take. So check. The king moves. Check. The king moves again. Okay, now is where the things become tough. How do we continue? Oh, now the king has vacated this square. That means that now we can give another check there. Check. And the knight from here is controlling this square, so the king has to move there. Ooh, two. Okay, let's first get there. But I have a vague visual image of where the position is going to. I think I'll have to give a check there. The king has to move there. After that, I give another check there. I don't see a better move. And I have to ask myself, what if I allow them to take care with check? I'll have to move to the corner, and after I move to the corner, okay, let's see their threat. Check. And what's the material count? Queen, bishop, rook. Oh, but they are happening. So let's assume I take. If I take, they don't take back. They take there with a check. Lego move. I move to the queen. After I move to the queen, how do they continue? They can try to give a check there, but I'm simply going to block. After I block, they give another check there. And I block. So what happens? What if I take? But there I have an ace. I have an ace because after I take with the queen, and they take, I take. Now I can play my bishop there, and I'm attacking the rook, and there's no way they're going to defend it. That was it. I just needed to figure out that I can attack the rook. Okay. Wait to move. So what happens if I give a check there? Check. The king has one Lego move. I play there. How do we continue? How about I just come back again with another check? Okay, let's do this. Check. What's happening? Check. The king plays there. I come back, I give another check. If the king moves back, the rook moves to d8, that will be made, so there's no way the king is going to move back. If the king moves forward, we simply grab this pawn, and again that's checkmate. And so what's the other option? The other option is to block. So they block the check. After they block the check, I simply again capture this pawn with a check. And again now the king has to move back. So I think that's it. So check. And grab the pawn with a check. Okay. Black to move. If I give this check, now I'm hitting the king and the queen, so they have to capture. And after they capture, how do we continue? How about I simply take back the pawn, and now I'm ready to come there with the check, but they're simply going to block. Oh, two. And what happens if I give a check there? I think that's it, because I'm going to utilize two things. Either, so after I give that check, if they take with the knight, now the queen is no longer defending f2, so that means that my queen can simply come to f2, and that's mate. And if so, after this check, if the queen takes, now my knight has vacated d5, and that means that now I can come to d5 and give a check, The king is out of moves, they have to block, so I think that's it. So give a check, they'll have to block, and yay, hooray, get into 50. What happens if I play there? And next I'm threatening to capture there with check. The king moves there. After the king moves there, the bishop comes in with a check. Give a check, and there's rook. We'll open up the diagonal. So if I play that move, what will they do? They can retreat. They can retreat the bishop. If the bishop retreats, I can simply grab this pawn. If I grab that pawn, I can take that with check. I take. I think that's it. I'm not so sure, but I think that's it. Because I think here the tricky move is what happens if they retreat the bishop. Because if I play there, if they try to push this pawn, my queen comes in. And again, we are posing the same threat. If they try to push this pawn, so let's do this. There. Okay, I'm taking the fact that this rook is not fully defended. Okay. If they play them, I can simply grab it. And now I'm threatening mate. So that means that I have to take. I take with a check. Where will the king go? Okay, let's play the first move and figure out whether that's the right move or not. Okay. And by the way, what happens if I first capture there with a check? The king simply captures, and after I play that check, that does not lead to anything. Okay. Let's play the first move and see whether it's... that's it. So my instincts are on the right track. Okay, so I take. And I take with the check. Yeah, that's all I needed to figure out. That's all I needed. Endgame. Push. So I play there with a check. I simply play there. Push. I can play them. Play there. Then go back. I push. But I don't have to play there. They play there. I play there. the query is, how do I respond to this check? Of course I can move backwards. My idea is either there or there. So if I play there, now I'm giving them a chance to play there, and next they're going to grab that pawn. So you have to go on with this dance. Now this time I play them. And what happens if I play them? I simply play them. I allow them to take my pawn. After they take my pawn, I push. Why can't they give a check? What's up? Come and tell me. Come and tell me what's up. Hmm? Go get a stick. Yeah. And there, Muiko. I played there. They give a check. And it's not just a check. Now from here they are controlling this move, so that means that I'll never push that pawn. But if I play there, I think that's it. And now I push, and now I queen. Okay. White has what's the material count? I think both sides have a queen, both sides have a rook, and both sides have a bishop, and they are the bishop of the same color. White has 4 pawns, but they have 2 double pawns. Okay, so these are not of much value, and black has 5 pawns, and they have 2 passed pawns. And they are also threatening checkmate on the next move, because it's not mate, because we can simply grab. But we have a chance to take, but I don't think we should take. If we take, like, I think they can push. Don't think we have a means of, because if it's their turn, they push with check. We can retreat there. If we retreat there, and that will lead to mate. So after this check, we can play there, and after we play there, they push with the discovered check. And okay. So this pawn is a menace, and we have to play fast moves. So what happens here after I play this check? And now my bishop is controlling that file, and my queen is controlling that those diagonals. So that means that after this check, the king has 2 Lego moves. The king can play there or there. And after either of those moves, now I think we can bring our. Okay, so let's calculate this. So check, they play there. If we bring our rook in now with a check, now I think there is a difference, because the bishop can block. Okay, so let's do this check. Okay, let's assume they play them. The rook comes in with a check. They block. Our queen comes in with another check over there. solution, it's too complicated. But I'm always certain that this is the right first move. So let's play it and see what happens. Okay. So up to there, we're on the right track. And can we afford to waste a time to capture the bishop? We take time to capture the bishop again. They push with a check. If the king moves there, they'll give a check there, and after that will lead to mate. So after this check, we can move there. So what's the other option? The other option is to move back. Back again. I think I can simply play there. So I feel we don't have time. We don't have time to capture the bishop. Check. If I play them, push it. Check. Well, do I need to figure out whether I can get out of all these checks? And what happens if I give a check here? Check. The king moves there. So let's first calculate this check. Whether I can give a check here. No, the queen can't. I'm starting to see ghosts. Yeah. So check. The king can move there. The king can move there. So the king is either forced to move. Okay, if they move there, no, I think our queen can come in. Queen can come there with the check. Okay. So let's do this check. If they move there, our queen can come there with a check. And what will they do? Visualize, calculate. Take, push with check. How many Lego moves do we have? There. So that's not a good move. So we have 2 moves. So let's calculate this one. To that check. Again, they push again. Push. That is discovered check. And what do we do? And by then, now from here, they can even give a check there. And they get back their piece. What happens after I give this check? The king was forward and they simply grab the rook. Two. check. Check. I'll play the rope move. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. By the way, what happens after this check? What if they simply block? So after I play this check, what if they simply block? I feel I'm being too afraid of this threat. Maybe it doesn't amount to much. And what if I simply give a check there? They can't block, because if they block, the rook comes in with a check. So after that check, they either have to move there or there. And after that, now I grab this pawn with another check. After that, I grab these. Okay. Yeah. We want to push this. So how about we? Ah. 52. Let's check out the solution. Yeah, that was not it. Play there with a check. We take. Okay. Chunk. What's the move? Oh, we give a check. Now we push. That's all I needed to figure out. Okay. But overall, I really tried. 52. Let's check the reader board. Check daily. try refreshing and see whether my name will pop up on that list. I don't see it anywhere. Okay.